A very warm evening to you wherever you're listening and watching us around the world. It is the seventh game of the Valuejet preseason tournament, 2022 edition. It's the first and the maiden edition of the tournament. And we've got to you, Ijebu United taking on Shooting Stars. It's a local derby and it's already looking like the first goal of the game. I mean, not even let me to do my introductions completely, but the first chance of the game has gone begging from Ijebu United, and very quickly they could have taken the lead, but wherever you're watching, this is the third game of the day and the seventh of the tournament. And my name is Samuel, and I'll be doing this alongside Mike. Any moment from now, we'll roll out for you the starting lineup of these two sides who have both played one game, and they happen to have lost it. Earlier on, 3SC lost to Vandreza in their opening fixture. And for Ijebu United ended up facing Remo Stars on the opening game of the tournament and losing 2-1. But it's a chance to rejuvenate themselves. It's a chance at restoration for both sides. And Shooting Stars and Ijebu United will both be looking for maximum points here today. 3 points will ensure that they set themselves in the ascendancy in terms of going through to the next round. I'll bring in Mike now. Mike, how you doing this evening?
A very good evening, Samuel. It's good to be back here today on the broadcast of all things Valuejet Preseason Cup Tournament. Like you said, it's the maiden edition, and we're here. Another game to look forward to in a very, very calm weather in Ikenne today. Shooting Stars against Ijebu United. Both sides are looking for their first win of the preseason tournament, and that's why this game is of huge significance for the two teams. It's a pleasure to be here. Then we're looking forward to an exciting 90 minutes ahead.
Well, the weather is absolutely very calm and cool. The rain poured for the majority of the day, all through the night. And at the moment, it's dry, but we're still feeling the calmness and coolness of the weather. And I'm sure the players can feel it as well. It will take some time before their body engineers into the mood of the game. The Shooting Stars at the moment. A long ball forward. It's headed out. Kept in possession by Ijebu United. And puts it out to safety. I feel he could have kept the ball under control. It's too early to be playing those balls away.
Yeah, we're pretty early, no doubt about it. If we take in comparison to what we saw yesterday between Remo Stars and Plateau United, those kind of balls were not quickly booted away yesterday's game. The two sides were able to keep their defensive shape and being compact. So I expect that from Ijebu United, although NNL side against the Shooting Stars who are playing in the MPFL.
Well, yes, again, it's another MPFL and NNL encounter here. And you expect that a lot because you've got 5 teams from the top flight and 5 teams from the second division. Well, one thing that is very important is the fact that this is also a sort of a neighboring kind of derby, and these two sides know each other very well. Even though they don't play in the same league, you can say they are friends because they're very close to one another. But today, all friendship will be put aside, definitely not on the pitch. You're left to the end of the game. And Shooting Stars, a cross comes from the right-hand side. They clear their lines very well, Ijebu, and now it will break forward. Nothing wrong there from the referee, and play on the left-hand side now. He cuts in field, tries to switch it to the man in the center. Transfer a strike. He doesn't get it the first time, he takes it the second time. A brilliant effort, just inches over the crossbar. Very close there.
Yeah, very close. One thing is certain for Ijebu United, when they are on the offensive, they want to score goals. They're creating chances, same as Shooting Stars. A couple of chances we've seen from them. I think what we've seen now from the two teams, end-to-end stuff, most notably the last coming from Ijebu United. Yeah, big chance for him. If that ball did hit on target, I think the goalkeeper was nowhere near that.
Well, we hope that the next effort he's going to get will be on target, because that was very close. A good walk on the left-hand side, and that came from Otami Taufik. I'll bring to you the lineup now for the home side. Ijebu United is Odumade Ganiu in goal, Olayemi Mayowa, Adebayo Emmanuel, Desmond, Otani Taufik, Ogunleye Kazim, Ijebu Ifeanyi, the man who got the only goal in their last game as against Remo Stars, where they lost 2-1. Okanye Sunday, even though it was from the sport, Wasiu Yusuf. And now Ifeanyi comes into the box. So Ross passes, man, tries to set up a teammate. He just intercepted, trying to cut me short as I completed that. GSFA Wasiu and Olawale Sikiru make up the complete starting 11 for Ijebu United. And for the visiting side, it's Okechukwu Udo in goal, Galifa Oke, Chidera Eze, Quadri Rahim, Uche Eziala, Adekunle Adeni, Malamota Taufik, Tayo Adebogun, Emeka Uzo, Sokwe Orelokwe, and Larry Ronsere making up the starting 11 for the two sides today.
Earlier, you looked at the missed chance from Ijebu United there with Ifeanyi making a dashing run into the defense of Shooting Stars. Well, he's not really afraid to take on defenders, I must say. We saw that against Remo Stars. He's a very, very lively forward, so I'm expecting more from him against the Shooting Stars side, who today not really compact when it comes to their defensive shape, so they have to get that very well, or else we might see a goal coming from Ifeanyi himself.
Well, then it's a break for Shooting Stars, and the strike off the run of play. You didn't expect him to take it from there, but Emeka Uzo trying to walk the goalkeeper from a little distance from outside the box. After being put through on goal by Larry. Ijebu United will break themselves on the right hand side. It is Kazim. Now Ifeanyi wiggles past the defender, goes down, gets back up on his feet. He's tried to tee up his teammate Wasiu, but the pass was too short. Wasiu picks the ball now. His cross comes into the box. Not this time, wouldn't trouble anybody in the Shooting Stars defense. And the flag goes there for offside. Good call from the referee. Okanye Sunday just drifting past the back line of Shooting Stars, and that one will not count. A little trouble for the goalkeeper. He should have got that one under control. Just slipped through his hands. Udo Okechukwu. He will take the free kick now. It goes very long. He's trying to find Uzo. And the ball breaks now. Larry has got the man to walk on. Larry is still going. A good defending from Adebayo, forces him backwards. Now he comes down to brilliant defending from the skipper of the side. And they will clear the lines now. Ijebu United try to come forward. Eziala with a defensive header. And now Larry. Thus well, Larry gets it out wide to Rahim. And now Gali Falke, heavy first touch, but still keeps it under control. Tayo. Tayo goes down, loses possession under no pressure at all. Ijebu United break. Kazim plays it to the other side. Sunday. Okanye. Now Sunday. Ifeanyi is dispossessed. Well, he gets the ball back. It's a big battle in the final third. Oh, heck. Just a pass behind the back of the striker. Now they will come forward themselves. Shooting Stars. Larry. This pass is too heavy. It's picked up by Mayowa. A break on the right hand side. Ijebu United. A lovely exchange of passes. Goes down under no touch from Gali Falke, who receives possession now. That's a very, very big challenge. Big tackle. The referee just having to have some words with the player. Olayemi Mayowa from the right back position. And Shooting Stars will replay and restart play. A long ball forward now. The defensive duties to be done by Ijebu United, and they do that very well and come forward to break. So on the far side with Emmanuel Taufik gives away possession. Shooting Stars come forward. It's a foul. Good call from the center referee. Just brought down the attire while he was getting into his stride. A long ball forward from Shooting Stars. It ends up being a goal kick. Too heavy a ball. And Tayo was racing onto the ball to see if he could keep it in play. Trying to shoot in. Chidera. Larry. Oh, lovely exchange of pass. Emeka also just trying to get it back on the return from Tayo. The pass was too close to the goalkeeper, and now they will come forward themselves. Ijebu United, Kazim. And now Sunday. They come forward now. Uzo for Shooting Stars. Galifa, okay, his cross. He really couldn't find Tayo in the box.
Well, I think I'm really impressed with Ijebu United. Yes, you might say because they are still in season. Talking about the NNL, of course, the NNL comes to an end this weekend in all the other groups that are still remaining to complete their fixture. So I think I'm impressed with what they've done thus far in this game. Shooting Stars, many will look at their starting 11 and will think maybe because they are still trying to infuse some players into the squad. Coach Shegun Gogmote will tell you that this is not his team yet, so maybe we'll cut them some slack. But then Shooting Stars can still win this one, same as Ijebu United.
Well, it's still there to be won for any of these two sides. And yes, the manager did say after the loss to Remo Stars earlier, lost to Vendreza, I should say that, I mean, he's not familiar with all of the players. He's been in the club for just less than a week, so he's still trying to get familiar with the players. So I think it is right we call him some slack, and they will come forward now. Shooting Stars giving away possession, a dangerous position. Now he finds Akanye. The referee says it's a very, very brilliant tackle, and I do agree with him. Quadri Rahim. The player is still down on the turf, and looking like he might need some attention. Akanye Sunday. That was a very brilliant tackle. I mean, if he misses that, it's going to be either a penalty or it's true on goal.
Yeah, either a penalty or gets the attacker through on goal. And I think I'm not also, thus far, not impressed with the goalkeeper. There was a ball he dropped, so you really can't say that. Even if it gets through on goal, maybe the goalkeeper would have kept out his efforts. But that was a very, very clean tackle.
The goalkeeper looked shaky for that save, but I wouldn't judge him for that yet. Maybe if he's tested another time. Ijebu United having the better share of the possession and having better use of the ball as well, I should say. Emmanuel, lovely pass onto the other side to Adebayo, but he's flagged offside. One thing we've seen familiar with this competition is a good officiating, Mike. I think you will agree with me that the officials have been fair, and it's not been a kind of competition that's been saddled with a lot of controversy in terms of officiating.
Absolutely, you are correct because I look at the officiating thus far. It's preseason game for the officials. I would say it's nothing for them to do, but of course they have to be very impressive with how they officiate games, and I'm actually very, very delighted with what we've seen thus far. And we also must say that the organizers have done a very good job to bring in FIFA badge referees, top referees in the MPFL. So if we are having top referees for this particular preseason tournament, of course you should expect top officiating.
Well, top officiating and top organization as well. Top sponsorship, you should say as well. Valuejet have been a very proud sponsor of the 2022 Valuejet preseason tournament. It's a maiden edition, and we hope to see this every season, and it only gets better from here.
language of Gunga Gumbote. There are some players, it looks. I don't think you're going to play for my team.
And Shooting Stars on the left hand side. Kora United and Notre Solo Football Club. Then Plateau United losing 1-0 to Remo Stars, and that came from the boots of Inuka Junior. A late free kick that deflected off the wall. Remo Stars stole all 3 points, and Notre Solo losing to Gateway United 1-0. And here we have Ijebu United against Shooting Stars. Oh, loses possession there. Unexpected. Eziala. Now Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi gets it back. First goal. Deflection. He just takes it out wide. Good team play from Ijebu United. Exchanges of passes, and then the final shot eventually comes. I mean, Shooting Stars looks like they are all over the place.
Yeah, Shooting Stars, they look like they are all over the place. Yes, you are correct. Because you look at how these particular Ijebu United team are playing, and Shooting Stars must try to assert their authority on this game, because when you look at the favorite for this fixture, of course, it has got to be Shooting Stars, no matter where they finished in the MPFL last season. So Ijebu United, I think, they've not really been scared about the pedigree of Shooting Stars. They just want to play football, just want to enjoy themselves.
At the moment, they are enjoying themselves, and that shot from Sikiru hit Eziala right on the chest. He thought about going down, but decided to stay on his feet. Giving away possession to Ifeanyi now. Okanye stays on his feet. Okanye still going. Exchange of passes. It goes down. Free kick. Good call from the referee. He just appended him there, Galifa, okay? Looking to get past Adekunle Adeni and Galifa, okay, but the former brought him down, and it's a free kick right on the edge of the box, on the far right hand side for Ijebu United, and a chance to get a decent striker goal and get something on target as well to walk the goalkeeper. They've got two standing over it, and you can bet that one of them is Okanye. He's been instrumental to everything they've done today, Okanye Sunday. Stands over the ball now. Shooting Stars are not one of the best teams when it comes to defending set pieces, and with the handling of the goalkeeper not being convincing today, Okanye takes it, goes low, the goalkeeper spills it again. He came straight on him, but he's peeled his save. And again, he's lucky that his teammate was the first to arrive on the scene. Or slippery hands from the goalkeeper.
Well, it's really unfortunate from the goalkeeper. He has not considered the goal, but I will use the word unfortunate because if you are trying to act like a trialist in this fixture, then you should be doing better. That's why it's important that he gets the ball, he gets hold of the ball very well. He needs that. And another corner kicker will come now for Ijebu United. Shooting Stars players, defenders are not happy with that one, but the referee has his final decision, and that is going to be a corner kicker to Ijebu United.
One of the best of first kicks by Adebayo Emmanuel, but they will get a second chance this time. Kazim takes the responsibility from the other side. It's a very decent delivery. And Shooting Stars clear the lines. Malamor can't get to it, and a shot from distance goes straight to the goalkeeper. Handles this one well.
He doesn't spill this time.
No, he doesn't spill it. There's an effort from Yusuf. And the goalkeeper looked very convincing with the save there. But, I mean, you're giving us an on and off feeling like 1 minute you're there, the next minute you're not. I don't think from a manager's perspective he's really happy with the performance. But they'll come forward now on the break. Shooting Stars. It's got pace. Lanre, his cross comes into the box.
Goalkeeper spills this one.
Well, he was obstructed. Emeka Uzo getting a big foot in the face of the goalkeeper. He did well to stay his ground and still get the ball under control. He finds lovely stone. Just trying to make a reverse pass to Adebayo Emmanuel, but he doesn't lose possession. Ijebu United. Now possession comes to Shooting Stars Bayo. Tayo, beg your pardon. Tayo gets it back from Raheem. Malamo. Raheem caught in his stride there, slipping. Now he finds a lovely dummy, but Okanya doesn't quite read it very well. Very, very adventurous, I should say, Ijebu United. Okanya Sunday as well as Ogunyele Kazim.
I would prepare 3 substitutions almost immediately. That's why I kept on talking about how Coach Agbenga Gumbote has looked really disappointed in some of the players he has on parade for today. So I'm not surprised with the substitution because I've actually checked the body language of Coach Agbenga Gumbote and it's not really sounding pretty well. And that's why these 3 substitutions would come now for the Oluyole Warriors. Shooting Stars finished 16th in the NPFL last season. Escaped relegation by just minus 4 goals the difference. It allowed them to escape relegation. Right, Ijebu United also escaped relegation in their own NNL group. In fact, they are safe heading into the final week of the NNL this particular weekend. So the substitutions would come now with Coach Agbenga Gumbote. Gumbote back in a very familiar area. Talking about being here with Remo Stars just last season, and is back with another team now. Still in blue, but this time with Shooting Stars of Ibadan.
You can't say not with the sky blues anymore, with the dark blue of Shooting Stars of Ibadan. And 3 changes, yes, rightly called, and the manager doesn't look too impressed with the performances of these lads. And one of them is the man who just got booked. Adekunle Adeni is brought out. Joining him is Lanre who looks to have been a passenger in this game. And then finally, also coming out is Gali Falke, and that one is a surprise change. Well, Gali Falke, well, he remains on the pitch. I think Torpe Olorokwe is the last man to be brought out by Shooting Stars. Shooting Stars clear their lines. He will come forward. Raheem brings the ball forward for the Malamo. A lovely pass from Malo. Adebayo just slips in. Uzo with a chance for a strike. He beats the defender. Gets a second bite at it, but no, the goalkeeper denies him. You can say it's a big miss, but you can also say brilliant goalkeeping and defending by Ijebu United. Putting bodies on the line. went past the defender. A beautiful skill to get a cutback, and eventually the final strike. Goalkeeper made himself big, split himself right in front of the striker, and made a very, very big save. A big, big save from him, and you feel Ijebu United have a very, very a big opportunity not to chase the game, and they would like to just keep going like this, and maybe to eventually get the first goal of the game. The play will restart via a drop ball. Adebayo tries to find Ifeanyi. Good defending by the man who's just coming for Shooting Stars. Gali Falke now wins a throw in on the right hand side. And now Uzo against Sikiru stands his ground where the defender puts that one high into the sky. It's not rocket science, but Ijebu United look to be doing the better football here and doing everything right so far. It's Emmanuel. Oh, lovely skill. Get past one and two, still going. Eventually tried the nutmeg another time. Quadri Rahim just denying him the opportunity of making the third dribble. We've seen about the 30 minutes of action here at the Remo Star Stadium. It's still Ijebu United nil, Shooting Stars nil. But it's a very interesting game. It's been lively, and the players are not scared of making efforts or taking one for the team as well. It's brought down there, Gali. A free kick to Shooting Stars, and they come very fast now. Mano Taufik, the very brief but silky man. Now Tayo tries to slip in Mano back, but the touch is too heavy, can't get to it, Taufik. And the goalkeeper will come out to claim this one. Doesn't need to pick it up, just takes his time. He looks to be very fine now. Ijebu United come forward once again. Kazim is brought down. I mean, it does look to me like Ijebu United are a team in the MPFL and Shooting Stars are the team in the NNL.
Absolutely. Judging by the performance of Ijebu United in the game, you would sincerely say that they've really impressed and they've really caged their opponents. But Shooting Stars now have a chance to finally get a go in this game now, coming through for shooting.
Emeka Uzo again. We just can't get his effort on target this time around. He looked to have been put very through on goal. He was through on goal by Tayo. Well, his strike didn't cover the ball very well, and it just goes harmlessly wide. Yet again, he's got another opportunity to put Shooting Stars in front, but he doesn't take it. Not the best of finish.
On targets, and maybe you and it comes straight now to Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi has won inside a throw-in. We've got a man of Shooting Stars down on the 12. And the medics will presently attend to the player. Just in case you're just tuning in to this broadcast, this is the 2022 Valuejet Preseason Cup Tournament. It is Student Stars nil against Ijebu United nil, one MPFL side versus an NNL side.
United brings it down on the chest very well. Wasiu. It's good defending by the man who's just coming on Latunji. And ball rolls out for a throw into Ijebu United, who have been very adventurous in the game today. They've had the better share. He knew he was offside, he left it for Yusuf, but too late already, he approached the ball. In the ascendancy, you score a goal, and it looks like you've had the better use of the ball, even if you were the team without the better share of possession. Clearing your lines now, Ijebu United. Kazim gets sandwiched in the body of two blue shirts. Malamo. Tokwe. Back to Malamo. Slips it out wide to Uzo, who missed that glorious chance and denied earlier on by the goalkeeper. But lovely skill by Adebayo. Finds Akanye. Now Kazim gets the ball, brought down, but he stays on his feet. He's got Ifeanyi running in behind the defense. Ifeanyi gets the ball. He's got a runner as well. And a chance for a goal. Oh, big strike. Wasiu. And the attack from Ijebu United is very, very fast. And it looks like they know what they're doing. They know what they've got to do to get a goal in the game.
Aside the fact that we want to talk about the attack, I think they play quite exciting football. The transition from the defense to the midfield, trying to play into the attack, that's what is missing from Shooting Stars. I think Shooting Stars lethargic, playing like they're not interested, nonchalant in the attack. And I think, judging by what we've seen thus far in the first 45 for Ijebu United, I think they deserve a goal.
But they do deserve a goal, and they ask questions as well against. Second goal to level matters, but it didn't come for them. But this time Kazim, his cross is too heavy, and Gali Farake will clear the lines before Taufik can get to it. We're throwing to Ijebu United. Adebayo just checks his right and left side, Wasiu, and switches play lovely to Emmanuel. Lovely 1-2. Emmanuel's cross into the box, goes straight to the goalkeeper. It's exciting football here. Very enterprising from the young Ijebu United side. Now Manu Taufik to bring it forward for Shooting Stars is brought down. Definitely it's going to be a free kick, and he gets a talking to as well.
Meanwhile, speaking of the Ijebu United attack, I think Shooting Stars allowing Ifeanyi to have a free space in the box. He's very free when he's running through against the defenders. I think they've not really had their own authority on the striker, and as a defender or as a defensive unit, you have to be very, very careful of attackers when they come to play, when they want to run at you, when they want to get a chance. And exactly what we're seeing again with Ijebu United stealing the ball off Shooting Stars.
And Wasiu, very ambitious long range strike. He could have chosen a better option. A goal kick to Shooting Stars. The first half will be coming to a conclusion very soon. We are in the final minutes. It's Ijebu United new, Shooting Stars new. No team able to get the first goal. Nobody able to break the deadlock yet. But it's not been a boring game. It's something that's been very interesting to watch. Both teams have tried so much. There have been chances here and there. We've seen brilliant football. We've seen tackles fly as well. But free kick now to Shooting Stars. Tayo. It goes towards Olatunji first. Tayo goes down. He doesn't get the ball. Eventually brings it forward. Raheem. And now Eziala. Gali Falke. Gali Falke can be said to be one of the best left backs in the Nigerian Professional Football League. He had a very good season with Shooting Stars. That's why Shooting Stars almost getting relegated. I mean, they finished the same as the teams on relegation, just above them, and just a better goal difference, -4. I mean, +4 better than the team that went down, the fourth team that went down relegation. But Gali Falke is one of the players that you would say stood out for Shooting Stars. And so far today, it's not been bad. He's been a very good player.
Well, if I talk about my own favorite Shooting Star player, for obvious reasons, I would pick Gali Falke. I think he had a very, very good season last season, playing from the right back position at a point in time, was slotted into the defensive half, also in the defensive midfield part. Really versatile. Although we've not really seen much from him today, maybe due to the tactical instructions from Coach Benga Gumota, but he's really one of
rather than going forward to maybe join the attack, he's been conservative, and you can tell that there's an instruction somewhere just keeping him rooted to that area of the pitch. Ijebu United, Desmond, the skipper of the side, where his pass is cut off by Raheem. Now Malomo will switch side from the left to right now. Raheem again, he chooses the option of Uzo rather than Malomo Taufik.
exactly what I was talking about with the attack of Shooting Stars. Very flat, lethargic. They're not trying to create something. But when Ijebu United gets to attack, there is a synergy, there is a fluidity in their attack, and maybe that will take me back to what I said earlier, talking about the fact that Shooting Stars do not have their own team. Coach Benga Gumete do not have his own team now. Some of the players might be trialists at this point, but they're not playing on the continent, because I keep on talking about teams playing on the continent, whereby you shouldn't be making pre-season game for us a trial game for your trialists. So for Shooting Stars, they finished 16th last season in the NPFL, -4 goals difference to escape relegation. In fact, they had to thank an away win, I think, a win from Wiki Tourist, I guess, to ensure that they do not get relegated. So for them, I think they are allowed to go through their what's it called now, the trialist phase, and trying to get some players in. But like we talked about, the likes of Gali Falke, Malomo Taufik, Uche Eziala would still remain in the team. And here comes Ijebu United now.
Now Okanye for Ijebu United swings it out to the right hand side. It looks to be Emmanuel to get a strike. The goalkeeper will catch it comfortably. Olani just gets in the foot to the ball. Didn't have the cleanness of contact, no power behind the ball. And goalkeeper will pick it up very easily. And just add that one to the number of saves that he's made. For Ijebu United, it's brought down by Gali Falke. Good defending with a winning throw on the far side. And Gali Falke stays down. And maybe needing the referee's attention and the medics, who are already up on their feet. Just waiting for the instruction from the center referee. Well, it's back up, and the play will resume Sunday. I'd love to call his second name, Okanye. Yusuf. The skipper just slips before getting contact on the ball. Now he slipped forward for Tayo. Tayo's got Sunday to beat. To Raheem now. Raheem sends a cross into the box. The goalkeeper comes out to get that one. Not the tallest of goalkeepers we've seen in the competition.
Speaking of the Ijebu United goalkeeper, he has had nothing to do in the game all through this first 45. The busiest of the goalkeeper is the goalkeeper of Shooting Stars.
And the referee has ended the proceedings here at the Remo Star Stadium in the first 45 minutes. We've seen a lot of the action here, and it's been really fast-paced, and we've seen one side creating more opportunities, more fluidity, but between this NNL and MPFL side, it's ended Ijebu United new, Shooting Stars new after the first 45 minutes.
Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. I don't want nobody to be my matakele. For this life I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. It's been too long. I don't want nobody to be my matakele. For this life I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. It's been too long. I don't want nobody to be my matakele. For this life I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. know they give me what I want for picture. When I see the for picture, I know they I wish me like. Okay. Let's do like after I'm kidding. Oh yeah, I'll do it, don't worry. So that we check. And check this thing. Oh yeah, come on, play. Settle me to play. I'm checking. You're still on to the 2022 Valuejet preseason tournament, and we're still live at the Remo Star Stadium in Kenya. Halftime, it's still Ijebu United nil, Shooting Stars nil, as we await the start of the second 45 minutes. The two sides would need a winner today to ensure that they have at least something to share about, something to look forward to in their next game. The second 45 minutes will come forward to you very, very shortly. But before then, let me quickly bring to your notice that we've got a very big game at 7 p.m. Today. It's Rivers United, champions of the NPFL, the first game in the Valuejet preseason tournament, facing off against the fourth place team, Quora United. So, Samuel, we have Rivers United versus Quora United coming up next. What are you looking forward to? Big game, no doubt about the champions of the league, Rivers United. Quora United finished fourth. Would we be seeing another side at Rivers United? Because we understand that Ishak Rafi is even leaving the club. But how big is the game coming up by 7 p.m.?
It was absolutely very big, very, very big encounter between first and fourth in the NPFL. I should say I'm looking forward to a very interesting fixture. We've not seen so much of Shooting Stars, of Rivers United, I beg your pardon, in the summer. We've not seen so much of them in the transfer as well, even though they've lost players. And we've not seen so much of them in pre-season. But I think this is the first time I'm going to be seeing Rivers United take part in any pre-season game. And it's very important to see how they shape up, how they are lining themselves up, especially with the start of the next season coming and the continental game as well. So, Shooting Stars, they have their own game here, but for Rivers United, I think it's going to be a very big clash against Quora United.
No road, no road.
The second 45 minutes is on the way now between Ijebu United and Shooting Stars.
Well, second 45 minutes, and we're looking forward to some more action, maybe some goals as well. Not maybe, I mean, we should have some. We should have goals at least, even if it's one. They should spare us and give us a goal in this game.
At least we saw a goal earlier between Gateway United and their opponent, Otasolo Football Club, with Gateway United winning that one by 1-0. Goal scored in the 83rd minute.
It was a very, very late goal, and that is one of the latest goals we've seen in the tournament. I mean, 2 goals, as a matter of fact, have been scored in the late hour, and that's Induka Junior for Remo Stars in the previous game against Fitch United, as well as let's go for Gateway United. And give you a very interesting fact, Mike. About goals were scored in the 83rd minute. 2 goals. The 2 latest goals scored in the tournament scored in the 83rd minute.
That's a beautiful one, no doubt about it. Our free kick will come for Ijebu United now.
Ijebu United have started the second half the way they ended the first. Now Wasiu tries to play it long. Looking to find Taufik. Kazim back to Wasiu. It's now got Wasiu Yusuf. In 2 Wasius in Ijebu United, but this time Wasiu Yusuf's cross is blocked by Malamo and cleared by Gali Fauke, but brought down very lovely way on the chest and even brought over the over defender Wasiu. Now Emmanuel Debayo, I mean not the Togolese player, but Ifeanyi now. Okanye, Sunday, 2 heavy pass, but brings this over to control Wasiu, and they go all the way to their goalkeeper Ganiu Dumade to the skipper now, Desmond, very heavy pass to Mayowa, loses possession now. Malamo Taufik for Shooting Stars goes back to Gali Fauke, and he finds his way to Eziala. Eziala keeps it, gives it to Rahim. Still with Rahim to Chidera Eze, very tight angle. Chidera Eze loses possession, gives it out to Okanye Sunday. Sunday now Wasiu switches play, trying to find Desmond, but he gives away possession. Malamo still in possession. Gali Fauke for Shooting Stars. Eziala back to goalkeeper Udo. Now Eziala to bring it forward for Shooting Stars. Finds Tayo. They're not even running in behind the defense line of Ijebu United. It looks like they're just comfortable playing the ball within themselves. Anyway, nobody's making any enterprising run. Nobody for the midfielders to look forward to. But this time it's Gali Fauke with an enterprising run on the left hand side. It's got Desmond to be. Doesn't get past him, but still Gali Fauke loses possession. Is dispossessed.
Well, Samuel, that's what I talked about Shooting Stars in the first 45. The attack is very, very lethargic, very predictable, I must also add, as part of my adjective for them, because they've not really impressed going forward. I mean, you can predict what they want to do and their shape going forward. There are no runners into the free space, no one is attacking the space in behind the defenders. And when you don't do that in modern football, I bet maybe you would even see a goal.
Mike, you said the shape, and I beg to differ. I beg to ask the question: have Shooting Stars got a shape in this game?
Trial is the shape.
This time he slips the ball towards Malamo Taufik on the left hand side. The flag goes up. It's the judge to have been offside. Just when you felt maybe they will get opportunity, Shooting Stars are brought back again to reality. Free kick to Ijebu United, who have clearly been the better sides by a mile. A country mile, I should say. Emmanuel can't keep it in play. It's a throw into Shooting Stars. We've only seen one booking in this game, and aside this game, we've seen at least 4 yellow cards in every other game, or should I say at least 3 yellow cards, except for this game and the game between 3SC and Van Dresser. Actually, Mike, there was no booking in that game.
Oh, the only game to have no booking. That shows maybe the leniency of the referee on the day or the players were not willing to go into tackles. Exactly what I would think in my head. But now let's see what's going to happen for this particular fixture. We already have a yellow card. Yes, as Brandish to Children's Stars for that very rash tackle. A tackle that another referee could have even given as a red card.
Well, 15 minutes of play here at the Remo Star Stadium in Ikenne. It's Ijebu United 2, Shooting Stars 0. Ijebu United 0, Shooting Stars 0, I should say. I'm counting the goals already, and I wonder why he went to Ijebu United, but they come forward now with a strike. He goes out for a goal kick. He's just trying to walk the goalkeeper, Taufik. And the goal doesn't come for them yet. I've seen one booking in the game after 50 minutes of football. Came in the first half. We've seen a couple more yellow cards in the first half as well. Goal kick to Shooting Stars, Udo.
Well, Samuel, we've seen Shooting Stars twice in this tournament. The next game, be it they win, lose or draw this one, is against the Remo Stars. We've seen Remo Stars also twice. Do you think that what we've seen of the Shooting Stars, will they be able to cope with the intensity in which the Remo Stars will bring?
Mike, do you think Remo Stars have the same intensity level as Shooting Stars? No, definitely. Remo Stars are a class above them at the moment, and I will put it to you that the Shooting Stars are going to have a very, very big field day in terms of keeping Remo Stars at bay, because to be able to do that, you need to play at the intensity at the level of Ijebu United.
At least
Ijebu United, and you're not doing that.
You're not matching that yet.
Plateau United played above the level of Ijebu United, and we're still held back, and we're still considered a goal. So how do you want to keep a whole Remo Stars who have been very, very good in the tournament? They scored 3 goals, and we've considered just 1. And so it looks like they're getting everything right at the moment. Shooting Stars restart possession with a free kick. Uzor, Rahim, it's a long ball to find Uzor back. Wasiu gets possession and wins a free kick for Ijebu United. They want to get play back as quickly as possible. Sikiru, Debayo, Okanye to the middle towards Kazim, not a very good pass. And he pushes his own team back, and Sikiru will play it out for a try to Shooting Stars. Rahim just races to get the ball in play as quickly as possible. Intercepted by the enterprising Okanye Sunday, who's been very, very good for Ijebu United today. Now Ifeanyi. Let's get it under control, but the referee has blown for a high foot against Ifeanyi. He just looked to almost get his foot on the chest of Eziala.
Well, if that had touched Eziala, I think the referee would be reaching out to his pocket, but he has decided not to do that. Another referee on a day would be brandishing a yellow card as regards that particular one. Meanwhile, no substitution to report at half-time for Ijebu United. Maybe they would make 1 or 2 now.
A free kick to Shooting Stars. Eziala stands over the ball. He goes short towards Rahim, and Rahim crosses into the box. Goalkeeper comes out to claim, lets it slip the first time, second time, and the third time. And the defender had to help out his goalkeeper, who looked to be having troubles picking up the ball. It looked like maybe some slippery substance was put on the body of the ball. He just couldn't quite gather. And throwing to Ijebu United now. Adebayo.
Well, I think we've seen more action from Ijebu United in the first 45 as compared to this. The second 45 seems to be very low on action. I wouldn't even say chances.
And Malama Taufik just dispossesses Adebayo, and he comes forward on the left hand side. He's got a man to beat, cuts in field, tries to strike. No, not the cleanest of contact. Just rolls harmlessly towards the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Ganiu restarts with a drop ball, a drop kick. Eziala just getting on the back of his own player.
That's the hallmark of Shooting Stars afternoon, I must sincerely say. That wraps up the entirety of their shape, the game in this particular fixture. because how can you be getting in the way of your own player? Now they've lost the ball again. Then if Ijebu United gets the ball, they want to break on the counter. Although Ijebu United also are lacking quality in the final third. Aside if that's why we talk about Remo Stars, because if they face a side like Remo Stars or even Plateau United, it's going to be pretty difficult.
Absolutely. Miscommunication, poor communication amongst the Shooting Stars team. It's everywhere on the pitch. Now they come forward. Wasiu slips in Ifeanyi, who looks to be offside. Good call from the assistant referee. It was inches offside. He moved too quickly, and I feel like the assistant referee on the next side got that one right. Even though Mike would disagree.
I think that was onside in my eye, but like I've said during all over our start of our commentary, it's the fact that Samuel is a footballer. I'm not a footballer, so if Samuel says, but I think he timed this wrong.
Almost to perfection.
Almost to perfection. But if you're saying it's inches offside, I can also argue and say it's inches onside also.
Malama Taufik is not even
willing to
yeah.
Malama Taufik is willing to shoot on target and all of that, but he has shot off target most times.
In fact, he
and has not even dribbled like we used to know of him.
Tayo loses possession. Now Okaye switches out wide to Wasiu. And Taufik against Raheem, gets past Raheem very easily, still goal, gets past the second man to square it across the face of goal.
Big save.
A big save from Udo. He gets his body big in the way. So he throw into Ijebu United. And the changes will come for Shooting Stars now.
Well, I was very critical of the goalkeeper in the first 45. I think the second half, that particular save, that's a very big save, because after the player dashed through almost three blue shirts, trying to get a cut back to his own teammates, the goalkeeper made himself big, and that's what you regard as a last-ditch tackle. Really impressive from the goalkeeper there, and I think as the minutes tick, the seconds go by, he's trying to show his authority in this fixture.
Well, Kazim was waiting in the box alongside Ifeanyi, just waiting for the cross from Taufik. And now the cross will come. Kazim gets ahead to it. Malama Taufik puts it on a plate for the defender. I mean, the Ijebu United just gets it in the back of the net. And from a position that you did not expect, it fell kindly for him. Ogunleye Kazim, just danger man dashing around the box. He gets the first goal for Ijebu United, who deservedly have a lead in the game.
Absolutely, Samuel, absolutely. We talked about it. If there is a team that deserves a goal, it's Ijebu United. You have to look at how they've tried to push, they tried to create chances, and again, the defensive shape of Shooting Stars went missing in that particular one. They should be doing better. They should be getting at least trying to form a compact shape, trying not to allow a free run for the man in grey, and the deserving goal. He did fall kindly to the player, and he did score the goal 1-0 to Ijebu United, deservingly what they've done thus far in this game. And it's funny that I do not even see Shooting Stars scoring. You see Ijebu United scoring the second goal.
And they're coming close. He just looks to have gotten a hand to his face. It went down, but the referee was having none of it. And the goal there for Ogunleye Kazim is the second for Ijebu United in the Valuejet 2022 pre-season cup. The first one was scored by Emekwele Ifeanyi, and now Ogunleye Kazim scored the second goal for Ijebu United in this competition, and it looked like they will be going for a third. But not this time, not now.
That's the thing. That's the thing that with Shooting Stars. Like I said earlier, they do not look like they're going to score a goal. We look at this team on the balance of play. You would say that yes, the team in grey are the one looking likely to get a goal in this fixture. So they are happy with their performance, and Ijebu United, I think they deserve this one. Even aside this performance, what they did against Remo Stars also shows that they can hold their own. I mean, if you can hold your own with that sort of a performance against the Remo Stars that finished third, why not against the Shooting Stars team that barely escaped the relegation?
Well, we've seen 2 games in this competition and goalless in the first half.
only two, and then you add this one. Is the third game.
Malamo will kick from outside the box. There's another number 6 that will kick from outside the box.
I mean, if it's not working for you getting into the box, let's take your chances outside the box.
Even the chances are not working outside the box. That's how poor the team is.
Really
and when they consider the goal, being again, body language not good enough, not impressive enough, and that's what you would expect. So it looks like this students' team would need at least 11 players. that's
excluding the goalkeeper.
Excluding the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper? Plus goalkeeper, that takes us to 12. Yes, excluding the goalkeeper, because the goalkeeper is not really impressive for me. Yeah, so that takes us to 12 new players.
Well, I did say only 3 games before this ended goalless in the first 45 minutes. And very interestingly is that after the goalless first half, those 2 games produced only 1 goal in the second half. And one of the teams here is among us team that has faced such situation. Talking about 3SC against Van Dresa, goalless in the first half, and Van Dresa picking up a second half goal. The second was
early second half goal too.
Yeah, early second half goal. And Plateau United, Remo Stars, goalless in the first half, and Remo Stars picking up a late second half goal. Or yeah, again, Shooting Stars, Ijebu United, goalless first half. And now Ijebu have a goal. And if it ends this way, we'll be having 3 games, goalless first half, and 1 goal in the second half.
Well, one of the hallmark of a premium tournament, a pre-season in the country, the 2022 Valuejet pre-season tournament is proudly brought to you on this broadcast by Valuejet. The host city, or the host town now, yeah, town, is Ikene Remo. If the Ikene people would not get angry with me saying it's a town now.
And Kazim, cross comes from Adebayo, is headed out. The Shooting Stars clear the lines, throwing to Ijebu United, who are still pushing everything forward to get a second goal and put the game out of the reach of Shooting Stars. If they end up picking up a win here, it will be very massive for them against a Shooting Stars side. I mean, they are safe from relegation in the Nigerian National League Group B2, the table Southern Conference, so they did not gain promotion, they are not relegated, they will have another season to go, but playing against a top side, according to their standards, Shooting Stars, well, they'll be happy to pick up massive 3 points here. And I should say, if Ijebu United to pick up a win here today, Mike, that's 2 NLL teams that have defeated Shooting Stars.
That's what I'm talking about, how big of a work it is for Coach Gbenga Ogunbota. It's a big work. Like I said, you have to get at least 11, 12 players onto the pitch to play for your team, because we look at the fact that Shooting Stars played with close to 40 players in the NPFL last season, and we cannot identify quality. Now, I'll try to mention for you. None of the goalkeepers are good enough, because they are one of the 2 teams in the NPFL last season that used 5 goalkeepers. None of the goalkeeper is good enough. I take you to the defensive side. I think Dalefake, Uche Iziala. I take you to the midfield. Olasunji Damilare. I'm counting 4 players. To the attackers, none. Emmanuel Lucky is leaving. So you need quality. Sunday Valaya is gone. So you need quality to be able to say yes, okay, this is what we're trying to do. And that's why I said if care is not taken, Coach Gbenga Ogunbota would need at least 11, 12 players.
Well, at the moment they're going to need a 12th man and need this free kick as well to go in their favor. Eziala, when Uzo was brought down, they've got a free kick close to the box. Shooting Stars. The attention of the medical staff is needed.
You know, off mic.
I do want to talk about one of the players who's returned to Shooting Stars, brought a lot of buzz in the social media as well as around town in Ibadan. Well, it's so surprising to see that after a season which he didn't even make headlines, aside scoring on his debut, the penalty was from the penalty spot. Scored a goal for Shooting Stars and he's gone.
Well, he had off-pitch issues. He had so many things. There was one issue with the fans, this and the other. So it's really unfortunate. But then it's 2022. I don't understand why Shooting Stars decided to bring Sunday Falaya back. Some will tell you that it's what's it called now? It's a governor signing. It's a government signing. Yes, this is a government signing. That's what some said. Allegedly, I should add that. So importantly, they'll have to find. I think they need players who really want to play. I don't want to say players that are willing to play for the badge, but players that wants to get resolved.
Well, it's going to be a difficult season and difficult one for Coach Gwenga Ogunbote, but it's also a difficult opportunity for them to score, but they will be looking to take his effort on targets. Ezeala goes direct. The defender grazes the top of the wall and goes out for a corner kick for the Shooting Stars. It's an opportunity to get the ball into the box again.
A big chance for Shooting Stars to score from a corner kick. A deflected free kick. The last time we saw a deflected free kick was from Unduka Jr., who scored for Remo Stars just yesterday. So this corner kick has now been wasted by Shooting Stars, and Vandresa will try to break on the counter attack. And okay, Vandresa were the last team to defeat Shooting Stars. Okay, Ijebu United now. 2 on their side, so they should enjoy.
Ifeanyi is just trying to run rugged the entire defense of Shooting Stars. And look at him, he's run the entire length and breadth of the pitch. But he's still going and he's not looking like he's going to stop running, Ifeanyi. That is he trying to challenge Ezeala. Played long, Adebayo gets ahead to it, throwing to Shooting Stars, Khalifa to get it back into the play. Now Raheem. He finds Galifauke. Galifauke will be looking to play into the box, exchange of passes with Olatunji. Just put out of play by Olawale Sikiru, who has been ever present for Ijebu United in the game today. And they will look to take this throw long. Galifauke goes back. It's going to be a long run up, deliver into the box. Let's get to the lead too long, falls to Uzor. Uzor wins the corner kick. A good order play from Uzor, and it's a corner kick now.
Well, Shooting Stars are, I think that they're trying to find a way back in the game now. They're trying to push. We've seen much of the attack coming from Shooting Stars after conceding a goal. Maybe the goal will be a wake-up call, but how quick would they wake? 6 a.m., 5 a.m., we can't say.
So it happens that way. The corner kick comes into the box now, gets ahead to it, the defender, and the goalkeeper fumbles again, but picks it up. And the second time, I do feel like his height is a big disadvantage in terms of reaching to those balls that are in the air and floating. Eventually, he gets the ball on the second time of action. Living dangerously, Ijebu United now.
Well, they are, for the first time in the game, they are living dangerously. Maybe for the first time in the space of 2 minutes in the game, they are living dangerously, trying to find an equalizer, trying to keep their shape in order not to allow Shooting Stars to find an equalizer. But I do still think that they would get the 3 point at the end of the day. Shooting Stars not really impressive on their attack. They are really struggling, and they have to do more. They have to do more than what they are producing now. And when you look at the substitutions in which Coach Gwenga is making, it is still the same players they've got.
I mean, you have to make use of what you have in the end. You can't give what you do not have, and you cannot spend the money you don't have as well. And they come forward now. Wasiu running at the goalkeeper. His shot just drags his effort inches wide. A brilliant attempt, brilliant run for him, I should say. Kazim, he got the first goal for Ijebu United, just trying to test the goalkeeper again. Not a bad effort.
Brilliant running, good attempt. If only he could take that from good to brilliant, that would have been better for him, because it would have been a goal. The goalkeeper is not going to get near to that, I don't think. But that was a very, very brilliant run. He used the run of the right full back as a decoy run, and he was able to dash through and trying to get that very particular second goal for Ijebu United.
A good running. It was good running from him. It was a better idea, but it wasn't the best execution, I should say. And I should maybe read the poem. I mean, good, better, best, but he's never going to rest until he gets that ball into the back of the net. The play will restart with a goal kick to Ijebu United. 70 minutes of action here at the Ramsar Stadium. It is the 7th game of the 2022 Valuejet pre-season tournament, holding here in the Kenetown, our host community. And the game we have for you here today is Ijebu United, who lead against Shooting Stars. 20 minutes of action left to play in regulation time, plus whatever stoppages the referee is going to add. Free kick to Ijebu United. Kazim stands over the ball. He should be meeting Malamo Taufik after the game and saying, thank you very much, man, for putting it on the plate for me to put my team in the lead. Free kick first. Let's take a free kick. Lose to find his man at the back. Ezeala gets a big head to it. Ebuka now cushions it back to Ezeala. I did feel that wasn't necessary. It was a risky one, but they will come out from the back. Wasiu. Now Ezeala steals possession. Brings in Ebuka. Slips it to the right hand side. Gabriel. And he goes down under no disturbance at all. Maybe it was a miraculous effect.
I actually love how the goalkeeper carried the ball. Very strong.
I should say a tall goalkeeper will be grabbing it first time, but he knows his height. And I did say that his height might be a little disadvantage, but he's smart to make a very, very big save and puts a strong hand to it as well, push it away from his front of the goal. The Shooting Stars win a throw-in. Taufik. Dispossessed by Okanye. A referee will penalize him for the show of studs. And just telling him to take it easy. Why you do that? Why? A free kick to Shooting Stars. Ebuka. Ebuka looks to deliver it into the box. It's headed out by the skipper who's been present for them. Desmond. He tried to break very quickly. He finally can't get to it. Lani. Cholu. Looking for a runner. Nobody's making that run, like I said earlier on. Eventually plays it to Ijebu United. Now Emmanuel. Taufik. Taufik has got Adebayo running on the overlap. Brings it back for Wasiu in the center of the midfield. Wasiu. Olani loses possession to Rahim. And they come forward now. Malama Taufik finds Uzor on the right hand side. He's got a man to beat. In fact, he got a couple of grey shirts to beat. It goes back to Gali Fauke. Fauke lofts one towards the head for Gabriel, who's just coming to get a strike. And the defender just nicks it off him in the nick of time. Ifeanyi trying to be very innovative there with his touch.
Ifeanyi, I think he's got big work rate. He works hard for the team, and if only he can get a goal to cap up such a good performance from him. Meanwhile, the other chance that went, not really a chance, half chance for Shooting Stars. The player got the ball down by his chest, very well, brilliantly done, but couldn't. I think he feared for his leg there. He feared for his leg, and exactly why he lost the ball.
You should fear because it's just pre-season. The season hasn't even started. You get injured now, well,
it's a river daji.
Who are you for you? And Shooting Stars come forward. Malamo Taufik brings it down very well. He's still running into the box. Malamo, he can't keep his effort down.
He just can't keep it down. Good run, kept the defenders guessing, and at the very last minute, the most important minute to get a goal, he fluffed the east line.
He just opens up his body at that last instance of getting contact with the ball, and it was always Gaethje Rice, always. And restarts now the play with a goal kick to Ijebu United, lofted very forward. Ebuka gets ahead to it, and the fall kindly for Ifeanyi. Ijebu United, a lovely turn by Alani Taufik, but referee pulls with black. He's got a hand to the face of Galifauke.
But Galifauke again has changed his position. I think he's left the left back to try play as a full back now in the right full back, and that's the testament to his quality in terms of versatility, what he can do.
Malama Taufik Again, the possession nicked off him just before he can get his effort away. A long ball falls in behind the defender Ezeala. Everybody just missing. Ebuka gets a big leg to it eventually, and the referee will play back for the yellow card, deserved one. Okanye Sunday, who's been very, very good today, is booked for that late tackle.
Well, just as the ref pulled play back, the sun has pulled itself out after a long day that has had us with a cool weather.
I was about to say the sun is coming out, and I'm wondering. I mean, it's a period of time where you feel the sun should be getting ready to set. For the weather has been dark and raining all day, the sun eventually comes out. It's like we're just starting the day again.
When I was in secondary school, and my dad would say, "Come watch the TV," I always see climate change. Climate change meetings here and there. Maybe there's a climate change now, and weather change.
And he also usually tells us that when the sun is shining and it's raining, well, an elephant is giving us
the African meme for now. The African meme.
The Shooting Stars can't get past the Ijebu United defense, and they come forward now. Kazim, lovely switch of play. Referee should be pulling play back. He does that. Good officiating. A free kick to Ijebu United. We're edging closer to the final 10 minutes of proceedings here at the Remo Star Stadium in Ikenne. It's Ijebu United 1, Shooting Stars 0. You've seen the second booking of the game, and it's 1 each to the two sides. Now Taufik, he's got 2 blue shirts to wiggle past Gali Faoke as well as Matthew. Can't get past them, he goes down. Play on says the referee now. Tolu plays it forward towards Uzor. Not a very good call, in fact, not a good pass at all. Sikiru will just let it roll out for a throw-in to Ijebu United. Plays it long as well and decides to return the favor for Shooting Stars.
So just like I said, Samuel, again, it appears like Shooting Stars are not going to score. And if they do not score, it means they've gone 180 minutes of precision football without a goal. And see, some will tell you when a result goes their way in a preseason, they will tell you preseason results are good for confidence. And when results do not go their way, they tell you preseason results are fake. So, but Shooting Stars, they have to be very careful. It appears like they're not going to score a goal. In fact, it appears like United are content with what they have right about now. And they just want to see off this game with a 1-0 win and say goodbye and pick up 3 points.
I mean, Mike, for all the teams that have played 2 games in the competition so far, Shooting Stars are the only one yet to score a goal.
That's how poor they are.
And even they look more likely to concede a goal than scoring, as it seems in the game.
Despite being a goal down.
Throwing Galifa, okay. Tolu. Back to Tolu, finds Malamo Taufik in the center of the field. Moves to the other side to find Gabriel. He's in good space to strike for goal. He does strike, he's powerful, but not the accuracy at all, not even going towards goal.
Well, I think he decided to go with a power over accuracy. And in this game, it appears like Malamo is now playing as a number 10, despite drifting away from his usual wing position.
I think Shooting Stars have had more treatment on the pitch than chances to score.
That's according to your stats. Samuel, the stats.
Yeah, the amount of times the medical staff of Shooting Stars have been summoned onto the pitch is really more than the clear-cut chances that Shooting Stars have had in this game. And so they have spent more time on the ground, making proper efforts at goal. Well, he will go out now after receiving treatment. Final 10 minutes of action here. We've seen 80 minutes of football regulation time at the Remo Star Stadium. Ijebu United won. Shooting Stars knew that goal. It did come in the second half after the first half ended goalless. Ogunleye Kazim. Corner kick across from the left-hand side after he cannoned off the body of Malamo Taufik. And they come forward again, Ijebu United. Emmanuel, too heavy a pass, but he finds it fine. Whoop, sets it up for Akanye. A really intelligent football from Ifeanyi. Kai and Kazim, who was locking in the box, couldn't quite connect to it. There's a complaint of something on the bench of Shooting Stars, the assistant referee. I think the fourth official is quite displeased about something, and the coach just trying to calm him down, as well as the center referee. And the referee has brandished the yellow card, the second one for Shooting Stars, and this time it's gone to a player who's on the bench. You can't get a look at him. A throw into Ijebu United now is taken. They lose possession. Ebuka brings it forward. Now Uzo loses out, but Ebuka can keep it in play. Uzo now fine touch. He gets it back. Uzo. Ebuka on the left hand side. It goes past Wasiu. Now switches it to Lu. Malamor. Rahim. Back to Ebuka. Shooting Stars still finding it difficult to break the defense line of Ijebu United, but they're trying everything now. Everything they've got. The cross is blocked. Throwing to Shooting Stars.
Meanwhile, as we coasting on this fixture, Rivers United have just walked into the stadium. Their fixture will come up by 7 p.m. We've got you covered in terms of commentaries as regards that one. Rivers United versus Square United is the game coming up next, as Shooting Stars will make a substitution.
The final game of the day, that's going to be match 8. And so you want to see that game, you know where to see it. Where you're watching this one live, that's exactly where it's going to be. We've got you on proper coverage and everything you need to know about the game, to take you through the game in terms of description and analysis as well. One of the player who reportedly was given a yellow card on the bench, he's got a red card. Well, guess what? It's Adekunle Adeni, the man who picked up the first yellow card for Shooting Stars. He's got a sending off from the bench of Shooting Stars.
Oh wow! Well, it goes on to show what Shooting Stars have done in this game. It caps up their afternoon, their evening. Meanwhile, the sun is out. Is back in.
84 minutes played here at the Remo Star Stadium. It's Ijebu United 1, Shooting Stars 0. Well, in terms of cards, it's Remo Stars, Ijebu United, I beg your pardon, 0 in terms of red cards, and Shooting Stars 1.
Well, you look at the standing position of Coach Winger Mote. He looks really not impressed with what he has seen thus far. Like we said, all commentary, Shooting Stars will need quality. They need quality. For a side that escaped relegation by the Whiskers, they want to remain in the NPFL next season, they have to bring in quality, because it means that if you are going to stick with the kind of players you had last season, it means it's possible you get relegated this time or escape relegation by Whisker one more time.
Now they come forward on the left hand side. Ebuka swings across looking to find Uzo. And a big header came from Desmond, the skipper. Shooting Stars still putting all the pressure in trying to break this defense line of Ijebu United. Galifa, okay, wins a free kick. The referee gets his hands into his pocket. It's going to be a booking for Wasiu.
Well, Shooting Stars are only playing, are only kicking the ball around. They are not creating chances. I mean, chances that you've got the striker leaning on the plate, trying to get the striker in position. Like we said earlier, no one is willing to run into the half space and all of that. So it's really poor from Shooting Stars.
it's poor. The performance has been bad, and it might become worse for them if they cannot find an equalizer in the game. Malamo Taufik hacked down. The referee will be taking his hands into his pocket again, I believe. This player just runs away with it. Just gets some talking to. I was saying before that his game was one of the lowest in terms of booking, but it's quickly changed. Adekunle Adeniyi, who got the first booking of the game and the first for Shooting Stars, has got his matching order while he was on the bench. In the 86th minute, Okanye Sunday picked up a yellow for Ijebu, and Ajisofe was due as well now. Now free kick from the left hand side, Ebuka to deliver into the box. There's one in the wall, that's Okanye. The cross comes into the box, is headed out by the skipper of the side again, Desmond. He's not letting anything slip past him right now, Desmond. He restart play, Malamo Taufik crosses into the box, misses everybody, maybe Ebuka with a strike. He does get his strike, and it's the skipper again. But the ball looks to have hit him in a very, very terrible position. But he's staying on his feet. He's not going down because the ball is still in his area. Malamo Taufik wiggles past two, gets it out, and there's a big error by the skipper. And this time the goalkeeper gets ahead to the effort, and the captain can go down now.
The very first time in this game in which Shooting Stars have tricked him. That's what happened. And Malamo Taufik coming into the game because it was really poor in the first half, maybe because he didn't see much of the ball. And look at that, chance upon chance, but then they are trying to wake up moments after conceding.
Well, that's the Malamo Taufik that we expected to see in the game today. And we've seen him just once, I should say, but that was a very close
I think
goal.
we've seen him twice, blazing the ball over. But then you look at the dummy, we thought he was going to pull a trigger there, but dummy, the defender, dribbled his way past him, but the final attempt was saved by the goalkeeper.
The captain had to take one for the team first in his chest, closer to his neck. He stayed on his feet and he's still clutching onto his chest. The skipper of the side, Desmond. And Shooting Stars come forward. On the right hand side, free kick. Galifake will stand over it to deliver very quickly. He takes it long. Not the best of kicks. It was headed out by Mayowa before Okanye was brought down. He will take his time on the ground as well. Try to milk every minute left of the clock. The referee just checking to ensure that the player is okay and giving him a final warning if you waste the time. Even as we enter the final 2 minutes of proceedings here, this is the 2022 Valuejet Pre-Season Tournament, the maiden edition sponsored by Nigeria's foremost airline company, Valuejet, and it's Nigeria's premium and most anticipated pre-season tournament. It's brought together the 4 continental teams of the Nigerian Professional Football League, as well as Shooting Stars and 4 Nigerian National League side. And this quality of pre-season can only be brought to you by one organizing company. We talk about Valuejet. They've put everything on the line. The winners of this tournament walk away with 2 million naira grand prize. There's also prize for the second place and the third place. And in fact, every participating team walks away with 250,000 to aid logistics. Now Kazim with a throw for Ijebu United. He falls for Taufik. Couldn't bring it under
control that.
He thought it was great control. The ball just looked to be bouncing away from his leg. A free kick. Udo is very quick to take it for Shooting Stars. Desmond gets ahead to it now. Adebayo Emmanuel for Ijebu United on the left hand side. Finds Taufik. Emmanuel still going, wins a throw-in on the left hand side. And the time is running out for Shooting Stars to get something into the game.
Just 30 seconds before the 90th minute mark.
He's almost done and dusted. Almost, I should add. Almost done and dusted. And Okanye will be making way eventually. He's done a lot in the game, including getting himself booked. But he's had a very fantastic game. Okanye Sunday for Ijebu United. We should be seeing the fourth officials board go for stoppage time if there is any. There should be, because we had a lot of treatment. Now wiggling his way past two players. Kazim eventually gets possession stolen off him. The Shooting Stars will break. They're looking very quick now with their break. The pass just takes it back. Now Obi finds Ebuka. Ebuka launches it towards Udo. Uzo goes down. Too soft. Player says the referee, I reckon. Now Taufik, he's got a man on the overlap on the left hand side. Emmanuel running in behind him. Emmanuel does get to ball, but Galifalke with brilliant defending and brilliant skill to get past the man to bring it forward for Shooting Stars now. On the right hand side, Obi has got two players running on his other side. He finds the first man and they win a throw-in deep in the half of Ijebu United. Some urgency in the play of Shooting Stars.
Absolutely, it's got to be now or never for Shooting Stars. They have something, they have to find a way to salvage something from this game. It's got to be now. Maybe they get an equalizer via this throw-in.
Galifalke goes shots, and he comes out eventually to Quadri Rahim. Quadri spreads it out wide to Ebuka on the left hand side. Sent across into the box is poor. Clear the lines in Ijebu United.
Calm.
Very calmly done. You're not rushing it. Oh, it's giving away, but they eventually get the ball out. They're throwing to Ijebu United.
Well, if he hadn't had the ball back, I think the player was in an offside position. The player was in an offside position.
The player is down for Ijebu United, and he will be receiving a little treatment. That is if the referee doesn't get his hand in his pocket and feel it is time wasting. But they've done everything right here today, Ijebu United, from defending to attacking and controlling the pace of the game, and they got the only goal as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. They've been brilliant to watch. They've been brilliant to watch. There is a difference between you and showing that you score a goal and not playing exciting football for the people in the stadium, the fans to watch. But Ijebu United, they've done the business. When you score a goal, then you can see off a game. So they don't have to go all out to find the second goal, but they've been very, very impressive.
Ifeanyi wins a free kick in the half of Shooting Stars. Kazim, he just signals to the captain, Desmond, to go back. You don't need to come forward for this one. We're in the lead already and we just want to see the game out. Kazim crosses, goes direct. I think it was intentional to play it over the bar just to let the ball roll out as far as possible. Udo. And that's the end of the 90 minutes plus additional time here at the Riverside Stadium. They've come. They saw what they wanted to see and they conquered their opponents from NNL, who played against an MPFL side. Ijebu United have put up a very brilliant fight. Goalless first half and a goal in the second half by Kazim, who has been very instrumental in the game. It's been a brilliant game for us here and it's brilliant to call this one for you. Up next is Rivers United.
Yeah, the champions of the league. Champions of the league. That the first time they will be playing in the Valuejet 2022 preseason tournament. So proudly brought to you by one of Nigeria's finest aviation company, Fly Valuejet. 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Of course, we are in Nigeria. Rivers United versus Kora United. We would be bringing you the live broadcast of that fixture. We are very sure that you do not want to miss a big game that is about to come up.
It's full time at the Riverside Stadium. Ijebu United 1, Shooting Stars 0.